Opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to the wonderful world of wellness with Dr. Andy Mencia. This medical program heard from 7 to 7:30 each Saturday right here on WSBR 740 AM is brought to you by the Adult and Geriatric Center under the medical direction of geriatrician Dr. Andy Mencia.
Delicioso.
Well, we're back with Dr. Andy Mencia. For those
Talking
of
about
you,
nutrition.
For those of you who are used to listening to us at 7 to 7:30, we had a special treat this morning. We started at 6:30, and we started talking about. We were talking about Richard, our board operator, who has had a problem with smoking, as many people do, and Dr. Mencia was talking about that.
I don't like
right.
ball operator. He's the masterminder.
Okay, the masterminder here. Okay, we'll talk about the masterminder. But the one thing Dr. Mencia came in this morning and said, I want to talk about going for the gold, but with the average person. And that's what we've been doing. And so
the everyday Olympian.
Yeah, I love that. Everyday Olympian. Go ahead. So what should we be doing?
So we're talking about the carbohydrates and how important they are. And when we went off the air, we were talking about what do I do.
Yes.
I'm very active, and
Right.
I'm into taekwondo.
Right.
When I'm working as a doctor, I pride myself of not having my patients sitting and waiting too long for me. So I'm always moving. I make sure my patient, they walk into that office. If they walk into the exam room especially, I don't mind them waiting in the waiting room, but in the exam room, when they come in, it's too lonely there. We get things moving right away. So I'm always active. So the rule is 90 minutes, an hour and a half.
To have something to eat.
If you're going to be active for 90 minutes, either you're cycling, you're walking, you're horseback riding, you're doing something for 90 minutes, you want to get some carbohydrate so you can keep the energy going. So you can do like a fruit. Will be good. The sport bar. Some people like the sport bar, like those candy bar.
Well, it's a sport bar. Yeah, an energy bar. An energy bar, right. I don't like it either.
I'm not a fan
like
of that. I've never been in, but that's me. I mean, there are people that really love that stuff. But I'd rather go for a fruit. I know what I'm eating.
And a particular fruit, banana?
Well, banana or...
Apple?
Plum, apple, anything like that.
You know what they used to say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away?
Yeah.
They always said that.
They always say that.
I didn't want to keep you away, but I just meant it does keep you in good health.
That's why I don't serve apple in my office. No apple in my office. Everybody need to make a living here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Keep those apples out of my office. I'm gonna go to the supermarket and buy all the apples.
Cancel the apples. No, wait. No, listen, seriously, but you keep talking about carbohydrates. Do you know when I really want a push, I would take a turkey burger. Protein for me really helps me. Why should I have the carbohydrates rather than the protein?
Well, no, you need to balance. You need the carbohydrate because we said in the previous half hour that this is a source of quick energy. So the carbohydrate is like the fuel in the car or in the plane. Is the quick energy that's going to give you.
Protein is not quick energy.
No, the protein is like the oil in the car. Just to help things work smoothly. Now, when it comes to the protein are important, especially if you're trying to build up muscle. So, you get a lot of baby boomers out there, both sexes, and they try to build up muscle, and they go and exercise, but they don't follow a good diet. And what they do sometimes, they damage their muscle. Because in order to build up muscle, you build up, meaning you're going to make the cells bigger. That's what you want to do. To make them bigger, you need to give the cell it's like when you're trying to, if you have a 2-storage building, you trying to go to 3 stories, you're going to need more bricks and cement and stuff like that. That's the protein. Without that, you are not going to get to the 3rd-story building you're trying to get to. So you need the protein so you can build up enough tissue so that the muscle can develop. And that's important for your posture to prevent osteoporosis. It's important for you to keep what I like to call muscle toning. Sometimes when we hit our 40s, right, and our 50, we might get all combobulated in our mind, and we see the young woman looking so nice, and then those young guy all muscular, and we want to look like that, and we might want to overdo it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to overbuild muscle because now you're turning into your 40s and 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever age. What you want to do is keep your muscle well toned. So you need to exercise to tune up your muscle, and then eat enough protein so that you can maintain muscle toning. And you can even build, because some people, they say, I don't have enough muscle in my arm. Say, touch that one.
Oh my gosh. That's it. It's over. Fantastic.
That's my muscle toning. So what I do, I don't do a lot of weightlifting. I do a lot of calisthenic exercise. I do like the push-up, the pull-up, work with my own body weight instead of lifting 200 pounds. Because if I start lifting, then I can build up huge muscle. I don't want huge muscle. I want to look in good shape, but not overdo it. I don't want to look like a bodybuilder.
No, but isn't muscle important also for good health? Because you need to be able to, do things for yourself, and then the muscle is important in your body. If you have no muscle, then
you are prone to osteoporosis, because your whole skeleton depends on your bones. And when you're overworking your bones, then you are prone now to osteoporosis. So muscle toning and muscle building is important for the prevention of osteoporosis. Now, when you go swimming, be careful, because swimming is good. It's a good cardiovascular exercise, but it's not weight bearing. So it's not going to help you with osteoporosis.
Okay, but
like walking, cycling,
I was going to say,
stuff
so
like
why
that.
is walking? I mean, I do the walking too, but why is walking good for? I guess
because you're doing, when you're walking,
Yeah.
you're doing the cardiovascular.
Yeah.
You are doing the muscle toning.
Well, how do you muscle tone when you walk?
Well,
actually?
because you have to lift up the leg off the floor.
Yeah, but it's
and
not your
push it
arms. You're
forward.
not going to have.
Oh, no, you move your arms. Look at yourself. You see your arm.
I don't usually do that, but you should be doing that.
Right, you should be swinging your arms.
Ah.
That's why the walk stick. Remember, we brought that lady to exercise. It was in Europe. I have my 2 walking sticks in my house in Germany, and I use my walking stick in Europe because it's so common. You don't see it that much here.
No, can you buy?
The walking stick, yeah, they're all over.
So walking sticks would be good. You're walking like that. Oh, I can see that already, what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I'm going to be an Olympian. I can see it right now.
So there's also protein. Where you're going to get protein? You can get protein for, if you are not a meat eater, from beans, from egg, from tofu, but also from fish and from meat. So those are sources of protein. Then you want to go easy on the fat. So you want to eat unsaturated fat, such as nut, avocado, olives, the fish, of course, is a good source of unsaturated fat. One of my doctors, Diana, she cannot eat olives.
Why?
I have no idea.
I love olives.
I love olives.
I
said,
yeah.
my God, how can you not eat olives? So good. I said, Diana.
Wait, let's go back to something now. Since
Diana,
you're so
you cuckoo.
smart on so many things, and you're from Hawaii, coconut milk now has become a big thing. Coconut water, coconut milk, the coconut. Did you have a lot of that when you were in Hawaii?
Oh yes, that's why I'm so smart. That's why I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be a doctor, but thanks to that coconut.
Well, then I'm going to be a doctor because I am eating a lot of coconut.
If I stop eating coconut, believe me, I just become another doctor.
No, wait, I'm serious about this. I actually now, because they were selling coconut water in the stores and all. I now have my husband getting the coconuts that fall, and he takes a drill and drills into it. We put a straw in it, and I'm drinking the coconut water.
Really? That's natural, good.
It is good for me, isn't it? It has certain kinds of...
For the audience out there, let me give you a little parenthesis reminder.
Yes.
The Family Caregiver Health Forum. Family Caregiver Health Forum.
Okay.
It's going to take place on Thursday, October 4th. October 4th, we are in August.
Right. It's a family caregiver forum. People who take care of people, right?
Pencil talk, people. Let's go.
Yeah,
Grab your pencil.
Right.
October 4th from 4 to 6 p.m.
Where?
Willowwood Assisted Living Facility. It's in, Willowwood Retirement Community. It's on 2855 West Commercial Boulevard. I used to go and see patients there.
Yeah, I think you told me that.
I used to have a ton of patients there.
Willowwood.
I used to go once a week, and then it became twice a week. It was so busy. So Willowwood
October
Retirement
4th.
Community.
What kind of a day is it? What's October 4th?
It's
Do we know?
Thursday.
Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Okay. Thursday, October 4th,
from 4 to 6.
Okay.
And it's in 2855 West Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I know.
Florida.
It's a very nice place, but what are they going to be doing? Tell me what that means.
It's a forum. I'm going to be one of the speakers.
Okay.
I'm going to be one of the speakers.
Good.
I'm going to be speaking to the audience, and people that want to look at the assisted living facility, they can go there and see what life is like there. Get rid of the myth and the true value, the true of retirement community.
What the advantages of
the
having going to
advantage and disadvantage and what have you.
Okay.
And if you want, you can call Melissa, my good friend Melissa, at Willowwood.
Yeah, but how do we have a number?
I have her cell phone number, so
if
I give it out,
no,
Melissa is going to be angry at me.
Very bad. No, what you can do
But
is
you can call my office, and we'll get the number for Willowwood.
Right. Or they can look it up.
Oh, you can look it up.
Willowwood.
Willowwood. Wood, W-O-O-D, Willowwood.
I'm glad you brought up the caregiver part, because this is the one thing that talking about health and good nutrition and exercise. Caregivers neglect themselves.
Exactly. 50% plus of caregivers become depressed.
And sick.
Because they care more about the person that they have to take care than taking care of themselves.
What do they say in the airlines? If anything happens, get the oxygen mask on you first.
On you first, right.
And that's it.
Before you can help the other.
Right. Caregivers, big, long story. And I'm sure when people come to you as a patient, that's one of the things when you're doing your examining and talking to them, you find out what their life is like.
Absolutely.
And if they're a caregiver, they probably need more of what you're talking about, nutrition and exercise.
And, yesterday I had a case just like that. Mother and daughter. And the daughter needed more medication than mom. And she said, what about mom? What are you going to do for mom? I said, well, try to relax. Let me take care of mom, and let me take care of you, but you need to take care of you too. You're not taking care of yourself. Yeah, but mom, everything kept going back to mom. I say, let me take care of mom. You become the coach.
That's right. It's the coach. You are the coach.
Going back on fat.
No
remember,
apples, coach.
Avoid the unsaturated fat. Eat unsaturated fat, sorry, and avoid the highly saturated fat.
Like what? What's highly saturated fat?
Well, the
fried chicken.
Well, highly saturated fat, so that people understand what that means is that, fat has carbohydrate, and the carbohydrate have so many arms. And the saturated fat, some of the arms are free, and they become what we say double bound. They double bound one carbohydrate to the next one. The highly saturated, they are all loaded. So all the arms are being utilized, and they get loaded with triglycerides. So when we eat all that sugar and stuff, all that thing become triglyceride, and they can produce more saturated fat. So the saturated fat, we're talking about the cream, the cheese, the butter.
Cheese? We shouldn't have cheese?
too much cheese is
Not too
because
much.
it's highly saturated. So if it's highly saturated, and you want to always look at the content, it tells you. The key is for a regular Olympian out there with no heart condition, no brain stroke in the past or anything like that. The number is less than 10% of your diet is allowed to be saturated fat. Less than 10%. If you have any heart condition, circulatory problem, any problem like that, then you want to less than 7%.
7. It's hard to do.
So I
isn't
like
it?
to say 10 and 5. Yeah, well,
it's hard to do.
I'm the type of person that if I see a bagel with the cream cheese, I take a quarter of a bagel, I take a little bit of cream cheese, put it on it, and just satisfy the taste. And that's enough saturated fat. You don't have to eat a whole bagel.
Okay, but how about peanut butter? Now,
And if
that's
you're
good
not-
for you, isn't it?
Peanut butter is good for
But
you.
it is fat.
But it's fat.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
hard.
quick energy. So it depends where you are. Especially if you're a diabetic, you can have a little peanut butter.
Okay, but wait, I want to go into this low fat. All right, so let's say that we see a product and it's low fat or no fat. Mm-hmm. Like they have cheese like that. Is that okay to eat that?
If it's based on unsaturated fat, then go for it. If it's based on saturated fat, stay away from it. The way SAT. If it's saturated, let it sit.
Ah, very good.
If it's unsaturated, get it off the chair. Get up on that chair and do your body moving. Get up from that chair.
That's very good. That's a good thing.
Get up from your seat. I don't think I'll make it as a singer. But
you
how
will
about as
make
a
it. You're
rapper?
good.
I don't want to make it as a rapper. No,
amazing.
never.
No, this is good.
So you have to keep yourself well hydrated. So come to Willowwood. You see me. You hear me
dance,
talk, and
right.
you see me
Do
dance.
your thing. No, wait. To go into the hydration.
I should not have said that. They will ask me to dance. Those
What,
people,
they will?
the resident of Willowwood.
I know it.
They all take you. Say, I heard you on the radio. You said you were going to dance. Let me see you dance. Can I do my lecture first? No, let me see you dance. You say you.
I know. Well, we're not going to. He's not dancing. Don't come if you want to see him dance. Okay, so
keep yourself well hydrated. That's
okay,
another
let's talk
thing.
about that.
Now,
especially in the summer.
we talk about how many glasses of water. You know something? Look at your urine. Your urine tells you how you are. If your urine is pale yellow, it's not dark yellow, pale, you are well hydrated. If your urine is dark, if you have a dark yellow urine, that means you are dehydrated. You are not drinking enough fluid. So you can lie to your doctor, you can lie to your wife or your husband, you can lie to your sister and daughter and what have you. If your urine is telling you that it's dark yellow, you are not hydrated. Go and drink some water.
And is it water or is it any kind of liquid? Can you have juice? Will that make the difference? Or tea and coffee?
Water is the best. That's the universal liquid, water. That's why your body will utilize water. You can have tea. Some tea will be a diuretic if it has a lot of caffeine, and it will dehydrate you.
Even more.
Juice can, if you are a diabetic and you eat too much juice, it can bring your sugar up. So anything that is no water, you have to be cautious and know your condition to see what kind of juice you wanna drink. Okay, but cranberry juice is good to flush your kidneys because it's very dilute. It's not that concentrated as a juice. So like that. Now, when you are exercising, when you are in the process that you are exercising, you want to drink the chill fluid, the one that is cold, because it's much easily absorbed by your body than the room temperature one. Now, chilled when you are exercising.
Okay.
And when it's cold, it helps your body cool down because remember the temperature. You don't want your temperature to go up too high. So you want to keep a balance. So when you drink water, if it's cold, it's going to hydrate you, it's going to get absorbed better, and it's going to cool you down. Now, You're going to say, Dr. Mencia, before in another show, you talk about drinking hot water.
Yes, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yes.
So I didn't lie to you.
Right. No.
When do you want to drink hot water? In the morning.
That's right.
Because hot water will help you with the constipation.
Right. It keeps you regular.
Right. You see, because the cold water get absorbed into your body. It goes into the system. Hot water make the intestine move more. The hot water stay in the lumen of the intestine. So it will help the stool not to be too dry so that you don't get constipated and develop hemorrhoid. So drink hot water in the morning.
Okay.
But cold water when you exercise.
When you exercise. Okay. And can you have sparkling water? Is that okay?
It's okay, but it's no.
What?
It's no. The sparkling water is sparkling because of what
No. That's natural. But it's natural if you buy the Perrier.
The Perrier is a natural sparkling, but still, I like water.
No, but I don't. So I'm serious about this.
Okay.
I will
okay,
drink
let's
enough
have a
water.
fight here.
No, but I will drink enough water if I can have it sparkling. It's something. What plain water for me is just I don't like it. Isn't that
you
strange?
You don't like it? Then you go
No.
for sparkling.
But it's not.
Because at least I get you to drink water.
Yeah, but it's not bad for me, is it?
It's not bad for you. I just like natural stuff. I'm sorry.
But isn't sparkling natural if it comes that way?
If it
Perrier comes that way, it says.
It says that, yeah.
Is it not?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I've
Somebody
never been there.
doesn't know.
I gotta do my research. I don't know.
Now, next week we're gonna
Because
hear that.
if it's sparkling because they're adding some
I don't wanna have
chemical
that. No,
of
I agree.
putting something
No,
in there
no.
to make a sparkle.
I don't want that.
Because once you open that bottle,
Yeah, that's right.
and something come out,
Right.
and then you get the sparkles. So when I take the water from the river,
Yeah.
in Hawaii you used to have the waterfall, and you
Yeah.
take that water, and then
Right.
they didn't sparkle on me.
I know.
So I never saw the water from the fall sparkling on my hand. It was just plain water, and that's nature.
But I can't have that waterfall
You can
water.
have, if you cannot drink regular water, Anita, drink
Okay.
sparkling water.
Okay.
I'm good with sparkling
Is it
water.
okay?
But I'm going to do some
Seriously.
research for you.
Would you please?
Yeah,
Perrier.
absolutely.
Perrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Perrier. When
Yeah.
I go out and I want sparkling,
Right.
I go for Perrier.
Okay, good. Well,
Especially when
we took
somebody
care of
else
that.
is paying, I say, okay, give me Perrier. Somebody else is paying for my dinner.
Okay, wait. Yeah, right. No, Perrier is not that much more money. But wait, I want to keep going with the liquid. Fruit.
When I go out
fruit.
with Ed from Senior Helper, I say, give me my Perrier. Ed is paying for my dinner.
Wait, let's talk about fruit. Fruit produces water also, doesn't
Of course,
it?
yeah. Fruits are good because of that. They don't produce water. They are hydrated. Fruits are well hydrated. So when you eat like a plum, is full of water.
But watermelon and-
watermelon is full of water.
Right.
So you get a lot of water from the fruit. That's
Right.
why fruits are very good for you, except if you are a diabetic.
Yes, but if you're not a diabetic, you
Fruits
can
are good.
also getting liquid from watermelon and cantaloupe and things like that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's another source of water.
Okay.
You are absolutely right. But it's not sparkling. I want to see that
I
fruit.
don't need sparkling in
Rachel, do
anything
you know
but
of
my
any
water.
fruit? Let's do some research,
Oh
Rachel, on
my
some
gosh.
fruit that has
No.
sparkling in it. We have to do
No,
some. We're going to do some
I'm so
research,
bad.
Anita,
He's
just
so
for
bad.
you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about menthol.
We're almost finished. We have 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. Let's talk about the mental component. You have to think positive.
Yeah.
When if you're going to be an Olympian, an everyday Olympian, you have to think positive. Use visualization. When we train Taekwondo competitor, we have them visualize them being a world champion. How would it feel you becoming, and they have that visualization, what they're going to accomplish. You have to visualize yourself. My blood pressure is going to be normal. My sugar is going to be normal. I'm not saying visualize yourself as Charles Atlas with a huge body. No. Be realistic and just visualize yourself being healthy, no osteoporosis, taking no medication, eating properly, exercising right, and always have a plan for setbacks. We're always going to have setbacks. You start exercising, your girlfriend is going to leave you. You start exercising, they're going to fire you from your job. they're going to ask you to move out of the house. They're going to repossess your apartment. You're going to have setback, but you have to be prepared for that and be ready to manage stress.
Wait. Your phone number. We haven't given your phone number.
954-489-1345.
No, you have to do it. No,
and we are open on Saturday.
Saturday. No, I do it. Wait. 954-489-1345. People have to write this
Commercial
down.
Boulevard.
Commercial Boulevard, right near Holy Cross Hospital, 954
Close to Woodwood.
489-1345, the Adult and Geriatric Medical Center. It's on the west side of Commercial, and just be sure. And I'm sorry, it isn't on the west side. It's on the south side.
On the south side
of Commercial. Excuse me. Medicare, most insurance accepted. Thank you, Dr. Mencia.
Thank you.
It was
We're
wonderful.
open on Saturday.
You're open on Saturday. Go see him.
And keep going, Richard.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.